everyone, we're MossCharmly. Today we're going to compare the Huion Kamvas Pro16 2.5K to the XP Pen Artist Pro 16 Gen 2, which is also 2.5K resolution. If you want to know which one we recommend or just want a different perspective on these drawing tablets, we hope you enjoy this video and stick around to the end. We have never seen a video like this, so we thought we should do one.
Yes, the first thing is, this is not a sponsored video. Everything we say is our opinion, and both of these tablets we bought for our personal use as digital artists. We are going to start with
the Huion Kamvas Pro 16. Here's the specs. The screen is a 16:9 aspect ratio. It is an IPS LCD display type for better color representation. It can cover 145% of the sRGB color gamut. The resolution is Quad HD or 2560 pixels by 1440 pixels. It is a textured and fully laminated glass screen for little or no parallax, which is that little distance between your pen and the cursor. There are also 8 programmable buttons on the side of the tablet. Now the stylus has 8,192 levels of pressure sensitivity and tilt support. It also has two programmable buttons on it, and it is battery free, so no need to charge it, it just works.
Now the XP Pen Artist Pro 16 Gen 2 specs. The screen is a 16:10 aspect ratio. It is an IPS display for better color representation. It can cover 99% of the sRGB and 99% of the DCI P3 color gamuts. The resolution is 2,560 pixels by 1,600 pixels. It's a little bit more than Quad HD, so it's a little longer screen. It is a textured and fully laminated glass panel for little or no parallax. The stylus has 16,384 levels of pressure sensitivity and is tilt supported. It also has 2 programmable buttons on it and a third that is meant to act like an eraser. It is a battery-free pen, so no need to plug it in. It just works too. Now, what's in the box? Yeah? What's in the box with these drawing tablets, right?
Yes, what does it come with? The Huion comes with the drawing display, which is the tablet itself, and the donut, that's what we call it. It's a plastic little donut, and it holds the pen nib replacements, and it has felt and the plastic nibs with a nib remover ring on it inside.
It's like a clamp. It's like a clamp.
Yeah. Also, you can put the pen in it in different ways if you'd like. Also, so then it has the PW517 battery-free stylus pen, so it comes with the pen. The ST200 adjustable stand. It's a really great stand for the tablet and can accommodate multiple angles of drawing, so that's really nice.
It's real nice.
So the 3-in-2 cable for HDMI and USB connection, a full-featured USB-C cable, a USB-A to USB-C cable with power adapter. Also comes with the stretchy drawing glove and cleaning cloth, and a quick guide, the warranty card, and a customer service card.
Now it's the XP Pen's time.
Yeah, what does that come with?
Well, yeah. It actually comes with the drawing display with these 2 little flippy legs that come out. So that's kind of cool. It's, recessed in the tablet itself. Then there's the pen case. In the pen case is the X3 Pro Smart Chip Stylus with the felt nibs and the plastic black nibs and this little shortcut remote USB dongle. This case is super really cool. It really is. It's really a great feature. So it also comes with a wireless shortcut key remote with a really clicky little jog wheel or a little dial with a little button in it. It's pretty cool. A drawing glove and a cleaning cloth. Also, the cables comes with is the USB-C to USB-C cable, a USB-A to USB-C cable with the extension cable, and the power adapter with a power cable. And finally, the quick guide, the warranty card, and the customer service card. So
Now that is the specs and what they come with, but they are certainly different drawing tablets, and even though they both work on Mac, Android, Windows, and Linux.
using these tablets is different than just knowing what they can do. These tablets may have a lot of similarities, but they are also very different. It is all about real-world experience. So, now that we've talked about the technical sides of the tablets, we're now going to talk about what we think about these tablets. So, the one thing we really want to talk about first is the pen or the stylus. So, what do you think of the Huion pen versus the XP Pen's stylus?
Well, I will say I really like the XP Pen stylus over the Huion pen. I will say what was surprising was the XP Pen felt weightier, like a little heavier, and it's nice. The Huion pen's a lot lighter.
Yeah, it is.
I think the buttons on the XP Pen are really good and clicky.
Yeah, they are.
And it's just a good grip too. Like it feels a lot more quality.
Yeah. It seems more like better made.
Yeah.
Like a higher quality of an actual stylus.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah.
It's different. I mean, I will say that the XP Pen does feel a little bit weightier.
Yeah.
In the hand. Now you may like a heavier stylus, or you may like a lighter stylus.
True.
Right? The XP Pen, the back end of it really seems super light, almost like it's slightly unbalanced, but using it...
Oh, you mean the Huion?
Oh, you're right. I'm so sorry.
Because that's what I'd say with the Huion. The
that's what I
Huion
meant.
is very light, and it feels very like a very plasticky back end.
Yeah, that's it. Sorry, yeah.
And the XP Pen feels a lot like it feels heavier and a lot more weighted and more like kind of like a real pen in the way that it has weight.
Yeah,
you know.
And the balance of the XP Pen stylus, it's more equivalent on each end in a way. So
Yeah.
it feels a little bit more like the center of balance is there. So yeah. But using it on the screen, did you really notice a difference on the actual
Yeah, I did.
tablets?
On the
was there
screen, I did. I thought it was really cool because on the screen, the XP Pen was really smooth. That really surprised me. You know, you're just sort of with using the Huion. I'm much more accustomed to the Huion, so it makes a noise.
Yeah, it has that texture, like it's
it
almost
has
like
that
you're
texture.
rubbing on paper or
Yeah,
some sort of
which
texture.
isn't a bad thing or a problem.
No, not at all.
It was just a really unique difference to see the texture of the XP Pen feeling a lot smoother.
And we use felt nibs on our stylus.
Yeah.
Both of them were using felt nibs.
You're right.
So it was definitely different on the XP Pen. It did feel slicker, smoother.
Yeah.
When I was drawing that one time and I was like, hey, look what I did. You know?
Yeah.
You're like, you just drew that?
Yeah,
It's
because
like
I didn't hear anything.
Right? It was like super stealthy.
It's stealth,
You know?
stealth art with that.
Yeah, totally. Like, seriously, you could probably do that in movie theater. No, I'm kidding. So, yeah.
Setup.
Yeah.
You know, another random thing with the Huion pen, like the grip thing, it kind of
Slips around.
it slips around. Like
it's almost like it's not glued on or something. I don't
yeah,
know.
like it's not a bad thing. It's just kind of how it's built.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of an interesting
there, it
thing
works.
to say. Like it's kind of like a sleeve, whereas the XP Pen, it's like built in.
Yeah, it is. It's
You're not going to
locked in.
have that like flop out or any plastic bits pop out. So just to keep that in the thought. What did you think of the screen? Or
I will say that I liked the smoothness of the XP Pen screen. Almost like it felt easier to use, and the stylus has more pressure sensitivity on the XP Pen than on the Huion. So I actually noticed that personally.
I agree with that.
It was so much more
felt that way too.
responsive to me. So I really noticed that, and it was interesting because being so fast and slick on that screen, I preferred that. I felt it was more comfortable to use for me. It was more like using like a hot press, like a vellum paper or something like that. And it's just really smooth, and you just, you're just using it, and you don't really feel much friction at all. But I really did prefer the XP Pen's texture. I will say that I did like the color representation on the screen of the XP Pen compared to the Huion myself. So, and I did notice the one big thing that I'll say about the screens, the XP pen to me didn't have is it parallax? No, not parallax. The chromatic aberration, the little sparklies,
yes.
the rainbow sparkles.
Yes.
It did not have that in comparison. Did you notice that?
I am huge agreement with that. The Huion has a lot more of it than the XP pen doesn't really have that as much at all. Really,
No.
it doesn't. And I personally like just really agree with that. And also the pressure sensitivity on the XP pen was so much more just obvious in that way when you start getting it calibrated to you.
Yeah, right?
You can really get more feel with that weight
Yeah.
of how much weight you put down. It's really quite cool.
It's much more responsive.
It's more responsive.
It's interesting. I mean, you would think, okay, so it was like what, over 16,000 levels of pressure sensitivity. I mean, you actually can notice that, you know. But the Huion's very good. I mean, it's very responsive.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I'm actually
it's just
very accustomed to using it, and it's just
Yeah.
you get used to it, and you just really enjoy
Yeah,
using that
right?
too. So
Yeah.
it's just a different tablet.
Exactly. So I just what about the color? Did you think the color representation was different on either of the tablets? I mean,
I kind of, I'm not too sure, but I will say I think the XP is kind of winning on that because it really has a great screen, and that kind of smoothness and less chromatic aberration makes it so you could really see the color better too. And
I know.
it's kind of got a lot of really great qualities to it. I have to say.
I agree. Yeah, you know, I agree with that with the color, because once it was calibrated, it literally in the specs it says it's only 99% sRGB and PCI P3 color gamut, but it's funny because the Huion is over 100 and something percent of sRGB, but we've always had to bring down the saturation on the Huion because it's too color, like it doesn't match colors because it's too saturated, you know. And the XP pen really worked out really well, in my opinion. I really felt it really, you know, worked out. I mean, the colors were so much easier to deal with, and I thought so. It was a better representation of the color spectrum for me.
Really neat.
So yeah. Okay.
Oh, also, just saying, it's just the things that came with the stylus, like
the accessories, yeah.
Yeah, the accessories. Just wanting to shout out with that. Like the Huion doesn't really, you know, it's really cool with the cases it comes with. Like the XP pen comes with that really nice
stylus case.
Stylus case. That
like
thing
that a
is
lot.
so cool.
Great for travel.
Right? I will say
travel.
that's really neat. Like it's heavy, it's made of metal, and that was so cool.
It's really nice.
Yeah,
really cool.
just have to say, shout out to that. That's really cool.
It is. You know, I did like with the Huion, the stand seems
Yes.
flimsy, but it's actually pretty robust. You know, like you can really put the tablet on there and
Yes.
get the angle you feel comfortable. It doesn't even slip on the table. But you're like, this thing kind of seems a little flimsy, but it really is a good stand.
Yeah, because the Huion comes with that. It's metal and it's plastic
On the bottom, yeah.
On the bottom. So the metal part's what's holding it. You know, is what's touching the back of your tablet.
The little,
And
exactly.
then plastic is what's down. And I agree. And it gives you more options for how you want to have it raised up, which is really nice.
Because the XP pen only has the legs that flip out.
Yeah.
You know, you can buy an accessory that they sell, but this is just what it comes with.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Oh, also the XP pen doesn't come with that 3-in-1 cable for USB-C to HDMI. You know, that's a big difference too.
Just want to say that weirdly enough, when we got the XP pen, it had it not in the box it came with, but in a separate box.
In the shipping box.
In the shipping box.
Yeah.
We didn't order it.
No.
So that was really strange. So in our case, it came with it.
Yeah, but it doesn't
But it
usually.
says it doesn't. It was a
Yeah.
surprise to us.
It was a happy surprise.
Yeah.
Because the Huion comes with that octo cable, you know, or call it the octo 3-in-1 cable for USB-C. But the XP pen does come with that shortcut dial pad. You know, that was a cool little feature.
Yes.
You know, it seemed like it wasn't made as well. It almost seemed like it was a little bit. I'm just gonna say it. It seemed a little flimsy to me.
You thought the XP pen dial was flimsy?
Yeah, the little dial. Like, I mean, in the overall, like, I felt the buttons were very responsive. It was super light. But in a real way, I just was like, I don't think it's not as robust. I wouldn't I don't know. I think that I feel like sometimes when I pick something up, I'm gonna break it.
Oh yeah,
that's
you do.
kind of
You
one
have
of
that.
those things. I know. It's like I'm always like it's a baby bird, my hand, and it's like I kind of felt that way with this.
Really?
You know what I mean? I gotta be real sensitive, gentle with it. So yeah.
I didn't feel that way. I thought the XP pen thing, the key dial was actually kind of neat.
Yeah.
It's not something personally.
It's awesome to me.
I really liked it. I gave it a shot.
Yeah.
But because I'm so used to using the 8-bit do micro that I really wouldn't use the keypad. But I thought it was a really great thing that it came with it.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's cool.
Yeah.
So okay.
Oh, and also really random.
Yeah.
The XP pen came with a glove that was
Oh, yeah.
bigger than the
like
the
that.
Huion.
Yes, it was.
So you like that because your
do.
hands are much bigger, and I like the Huion glove
I
because
burst the
it's smaller.
seams on the Huion gloves.
You do.
I have like 3 of them, and one of them just looks like that's raggedy.
Yeah.
Because it just bursts through. Yeah. Anyways, that's just me. So if you have larger hands, the XP pen glove will work out well. Just to let you know. So yeah. Okay, this is what we got to talk about. What did you really like the most about the Huion 16 2.5K?
I like that it's kind of a weird thing to say. I like that it's light.
Mm-hmm.
I like that you could carry it around and bring it places. Like it's so much easier to travel with in that way.
That's true.
It's a bit longer because the keypad things on the side, which is kind of odd because I don't really use that. So
some people do, they like it.
But yeah. I think that's a good quality for it. But it's really neat. I think it's really cool that it's light and easy to take with you. So I think that's a weirdly good thing on it.
That's a good thing then. I agree with
and
that.
It's a good tablet.
It's a very good
It's a good tablet. It works great for
it really does.
for drawing.
Yeah, I agree.
How about you? What did you like most about the Huion 16.5?
I actually love the stand. I love the fact that it can be adjusted. To like if you sort of get bored in one position, you can go sort of like change that stand so that it's easier for you to draw, or you just change the way you're sitting or whatever and so forth. But I really liked it. I do have to say, it's a good tablet. It's got a good brightness. When you use it, it seems a little dim at first, but it's like no. After you're using it, you're like no, this actually is bright enough. It seems very, very
Yeah, it's a great
capable.
tablet.
Yeah, it's a very capable tablet. Okay, now what is your favorite thing about the XP Pen 16 Gen 2?
I will say I liked that it felt very quality. I liked that it was a lot of the items for it were made of metal. Like the tablet itself was very sturdy. It was heavier and it was made of metal. I liked that the case for the pen was really nice. Like even the quality of the pen felt nice. Like I really liked how it felt like a very quality heavy machine in that way, and it worked very well. And I also liked how that pressure sensitivity and the screen was very nice. Yeah, right. And it was stealthy, smooth drawing.
Yeah. I like it too.
What'd you think? What'd you like?
I actually will say I like. It's so strange the actual concern to detail. Like if you're an industrial designer, like they really took their time designing this, because yes, it has the flip out legs, but it is not flat when you put it on the table. It actually does have a little bit of an angle, even when the legs aren't actually pulled out. And there's a little chin on the bottom that's sort of sloped a little bit down, so it brings you down to the table. Like industrial design-wise, this thing was really well, created or engineered. The USB-C plugs are interesting because the ones they come with have a 90-degree angle, and they're perfect for if you want your computer on a left or the right side, because you can flip them around and it doesn't just stick straight out, like 90 degrees off the tablet.
That's a great thing to mention with that. You're right. I agree with that.
Little recessed, absolutely functional. You really feel like they're actually footed or seated in the USB-C.
Yeah, when you plug it in, it feels like it's kind of like caught in there in a good way, not in like I can't get this out.
It like almost feels clicked in.
Yeah,
it feels good. No, it's there.
Yeah,
you can really. Yeah, right.
Like it's all very sturdy.
Yeah, that's it. I will say it feels like a very sturdy device. And I actually personally like the screen orientation because it's a 16:10 ratio. So it's a little higher.
16:9? I don't know.
The Huion 16:9.
Oh.
So it's kind of like got that theater or
that kind of length.
TV length.
Yeah.
And then the XP is kind of it's longer than you'd expect. So it's almost, it's 16 by 10 instead of 16 by 9. So, but I liked that orientation because it sort of didn't feel as like, ooh, everything's super wide. It almost, it felt a little bit more comfortable to use.
Good
in my
point,
opinion.
because I think most illustrations are portrait mode and
Right.
not and less are landscape. So
Exactly.
I think that's kind of a
Right.
cool benefit.
I like that a lot. That's really my favorite part about the tablet. So yeah, there we go.
That is really neat.
Final question. What would you recommend out of the two tablets to a friend or family member who wants to become a digital artist?
Ooh.
Let's get to the meat of it. Let's get to the point of why you're here, everybody.
Pretty much, right?
Yeah.
I'd be honest, I would probably suggest the XP Pen 16 Gen 2 just because it seems very sturdy. I think that's really nice. Like it feels like something that will really last you a lot longer, because it's like if you're just starting up and in some way maybe that you want your equipment to last as long as it can. It's not like technical equipment isn't going to last forever. Yeah. So especially a tablet, because of just using it. Yeah. But it feels like it will really last you, and it does a great job. So
the XP Pen. Then
the XP Pen. Yeah, I feel like it will really like last somebody maybe, and I think it will do them a good job. It's funny because it's like it also kind of depends on the person. Like
it does.
I kind of feel like
if someone likes the buttons on the side.
Yeah, like
right,
I would recommend the Huion, because
yeah.
it's like, and especially if maybe if they're like going to school and they have to take it with them from class to class, maybe the Huion would be better because it's lighter.
There we go.
So
and that'll slip into like a 17-inch laptop bag maybe. Or
like maybe that would fit in with that, and because the little donut comes with and the pen is lighter, so maybe that
But seriously though, definitively one or the other, because they do both have good sides.
Have good sides.
Yeah, like if it was, you could only choose the one true tablet.
I would probably say the XP Pen 16 Gen 2. How would you? What would
I
you
would
say?
actually agree. The XP Pen to me feels like a more professional device.
Yeah.
Like something that's going to last you a long time. If you're a beginner, it's a great tablet to grow with.
Yes.
It's one of those things that is going to last a while. The stylus is a much higher quality to me. Like it feels better made. It actually, as a whole experience, because you're dealing with a tablet and a stylus, that becomes the experience as a digital artist. The whole thing, in my mind, I would definitely recommend the XP Pen, because you have a wonderful, wonderful, piece of equipment that you're going to use for a long time, and it's going to last that long.
Do you know something else I totally forgot? With the XP Pen, it comes with those different plugs.
Yes.
So if you're in different countries,
That's very environmentally friendly.
It's really neat that you could just put another power, plug in, and I think that is a really cool thing. Say you're an artist and you're traveling maybe, and you wanna travel around the world, and you could bring that tablet with you, and that is so cool.
It is.
So that's just a really neat thing that.
Yeah. If you're traveling
I think it's
with
part
that,
of it.
It is a much heavier device, so you do have to prepare for that if you're going to be traveling with it.
Yeah,
but
good point.
You can. It's doable. But overall, I say it's the XP Pen 16 Gen 2.
Yeah, I have to say I do agree.
So, thank you for sticking around, everyone, and we hope you really enjoyed this video, and like and subscribe if you want to hear more and see more, and
or if this helped you out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
right?
if maybe you were making a decision that was a little tough, Yeah.
XP Pen. Go for it. If it's on sale, it's a no-brainer. Seriously, it's the way to go. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
MossCharmly out. Bye.
Bye-bye.